Okay, can you hear me on Twitch? Like right
No.
now, do you hear anything? Do you see me walking around in the hangar?
No,
Okay,
you
can
have
you
be right
hear
back
me
mode.
on Twitch?
Okay, now I see it. Yep,
Okay,
there we
like
go.
right
No.
now, do you hear anything? Do you see me walking around in the hangar?
No,
Okay,
you
can
have
you
be right
hear
back
me
mode.
on Twitch?
Okay, now I see it. Yep,
Okay,
there
like
we go.
right
No.
now, do you hear anything? Do you see me walking around in the hangar? Okay,
No, you
can
have
you
be right
hear
back
me
mode.
on Twitch?
Okay, now I see it. Yep,
Okay,
there we
like
go.
right
No.
now, do you hear anything? Do you see me walking around in the hangar?
No,
Okay,
you have
can you
be right
hear
back
me
mode.
on Twitch?
Okay, now I see it. Yep,
Okay,
there we
like
go.
right
No.
now, do you hear
Do you
anything?
have your
Do you see
Twitch
me
playing?
walking
Because
around?
there's some
Yes.
really
Tab back and forth. I have to have the game in.
Well, don't worry, I can have the Twitch up. I can tell you if it's running or not, and I can also. How about Fly Guys?
Yeah.
You cool with that?
Yeah, that's all right. We can always pick something else later down the road.
Um, we kind of need to make a name for ourselves. So we don't really want something that we'll have to change.
Um, I
The
admit,
Drunken Monkeys.
actually, that's not a bad idea. Maybe not the drunken monkeys, but something with monkeys in it. Yeah, and the reason
Space
I'm,
Monkeys.
yeah, that would work. Combat monkeys, fly monkeys.
Oh, Combat Monkeys wouldn't really work because you're a xenobiologist.
Archaeologist, xenoarchaeologist. Um, no, but I mean that's one of the main reasons why I actually bothered upgrading to a Super Hornet is because even as a xenoarchaeologist, I know I'm not going to get around dogfighting.
Yeah.
So I figured I might as well be the damn best dogfighting xenoarchaeologist that's out there in the verse.
So
Well,
basically, you're Star Citizen's version of Daniel Jackson.
yes, exactly. That's kind of how I see myself. Yep, you got it.
Just don't ascend without telling us first.
I promise I will tell you first.
Because if you don't, we're gonna be pissed. That shit ain't cool.
Yeah, that was kind of sad. I mean, it was cool, but it was sad too.
Man, he even had an old dude in him at one point,
Yeah.
which was kind of really disturbing when you think about it.
So where's Jeremy? Well, we just lost one viewer. I guess somebody just got bored. And then once this is uploaded, I can export that to YouTube and whatnot for to save it, because Twitch deletes old feeds after, I don't know, a certain time.
Yeah, you'll just send it over to me.
Oh, dude,
Edit it.
You're totally pixelating. Okay, now you're fine again.
Okay. Let me see about clearing that up.
Did you see the post that I made?
Not yet.
Yeah, I might have made a post in the Facebook group there.
Okay, I see it.
And then let's see here. Let me turn on chat so that let's see here.
Since Jeremy's gone, I got something to eat.
Okay. So you're pixelating really bad.
In that case, I need to restart my router anyways. So, I'll be back in a bit.
So yeah, we're still waiting for Jeremy. While we're waiting for Jeremy, Jake decided to go and grab something to eat. So you'll just have to watch me running around in the hangar.
I'm probably going to disconnect for a couple minutes. It's just automatic, so don't mind me.
Okay. Jeremy, where are you?
PR, Omega in your channel general chat timed out from the server.
So we're still waiting for Jake and Jeremy to get here. Not sure what's up with Jeremy. Jake decided to grab a bite to eat. Just get ready for a boring next 5 to 10 minutes. All right, looks like Jeremy's going to be here in a moment. He just sent me a message.
PR, Omega entered your channel general chat on the server.
What's up, Jake? Oh, and there's Bruce. Hey, what's up, Bruce? How's it going, man? Hey. Why is that not working? Well, that's weird. Oh, odd. Ah, there we go. What's up, Lame Ass Gamecast? Oh, Ed. Hey, what's up, man? Lame Ass Ed Gamecast. I gotcha. I gotcha. Huh. All these people trying to get to the freelancer. Yeah, that's awesome. We so Jake, Jeremy, and I basically we decided with all the BS and drama that's been going on lately, just to kind of put together a weekly thing or something, and just kind of shoot the breeze a little bit. And obviously, anybody who wants to participate is free to do so. So if you have any questions, if you have any input, just put something in chat. And I guess you could also just stop by in, whatchamacallit, in, God, I can't think today. In TeamSpeak, if you want to participate live. Hey, Jake, are you there? Jake. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Like, it kind of takes you a while when you first started, like, you have to get the hand wiggle just right. So basically, what you do is you stand in front of one of these two side glass doors. You look up, start walking forward, and then as you hit the glass, you just kind of wiggle back and forth, and you'll get glitched through the door. And like I said, it took me a little while to get the hang of it. Um, this wiggle right here, you have to get it just right. Once you have the hang of it, it's like super easy. And then it's a little bit harder to get to the Connie, but it's the same principle. Oh, and the medical unit, you can do the same thing in here. And what you do, if I remember correctly, I think you stand here and do the same thing. I only did this once, so I may not be able to replicate that right now. Let's see if it works though.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, cool. So Ed and Bruce are with us. And I think 2 or 3 other people as well. And I'm just showing some of the cool glitches that you can do in the social module. Have you been able to get anywhere else except the Connie and the Freelancer, Jake?
Not yet. I did see one for a secret bar up above, I believe it was the ship selling place.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. I haven't been able to get there myself, though. If I remember correctly, you start off in the bar or behind the bar, and you kind of glitch your way up using the glitch as elevators to get up onto the roof and then run across to a secret bar.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. I watched a YouTube video a while back with all the places you can get to. Yeah, I can't make it into the medical bay right now. I can't remember exactly how to get in there. I made it in there once after I watched said YouTube video. And then the Connie is essentially the same. Haven't been able to get in the last couple of times, but I have been in there like 2 or 3 times. So what you do is you go into this alley right here, and you go into this corner right here, and basically do the same thing as you do as I did earlier on the Freelancer doors. But I can't remember. I think you have to look down on this one actually, and then you start glitching behind this box here, and then you glitch over here, and then either you land on that staircase down there, or you fall through the city. Ah, damn it.
What's up?
Oh, I just didn't glitch through it. Ah, there we... Oh, damn it! Oh well, back to the hangar. Yeah, Troubler. No, this is, I mean, yes, this is obviously Star Citizen, but this is not like the game. This is just a social module. You can't really do very much in it right now, except just walk around, try to break stuff. Um, the main thing that has people going right now in Star Citizen is Arena Commander. So this is your hangar, and then if you have a game package, you have a ship. That's my ship over there. And then you can go into Arena Commander and select one of currently 3 available game modes. So you can select public or private match. Actually, it's more than 3 game modes. So you have Battle Royale, which is just player against player. Yeah, not a problem, dude. So Battle Royale is just player against player. Racing is a racing course, except that it's not on streets, but it's all in air. So you have that extra dimension added, making things a little bit trickier. Vanduul Swarm is basically you have a team of up to 4 players up against an increasingly difficult swarm of AI ships. Squadron Battle is also player versus player, but the players are distributed into 2 separate teams. And then Free Flight is just that. It's free flight. Capture the Core is kind of like soccer, I guess, where you have to capture a device and bring it back to your team's goal, if you will. I could actually go into Free Flight here a little bit and just kind of goof around there. So, Jake, have you heard anything from Jeremy? Is he coming?
I think he's picking up his kids right now, so for the moment, let's just answer questions.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, feel free to ask any questions that you might have. Behind the city in the social area, what city, Bruce? And yeah, I know what you mean, though. I mean, because a lot of times there's not really anything to see. You glitch through something, and there's just like empty textures and empty walls. Yes, I do fly joystick.
Scanning.
And for now, I just have a cheap Logitech Extreme 3D. Absolutely love it. Very immersive.
Personally, I do mouse and keyboard. I do have a joystick, but I'm significantly better with a mouse for some weird reason. It also depends on the ship that I fly. The Merlin is a lot better with the joystick, but the Hornet it doesn't do well with the joystick for some reason.
The Hornet doesn't do well with the joystick?
Yeah, in my experience, it could just be because it's not that high quality of a joystick, but it is not very responsive.
I cannot. No, I can't say that's true for me.
Well, then you probably have a better joystick.
I have a cheap Logitech Extreme 3D. Cost me all but $25.
Let's see, mine is a Microsoft Sidewinder Precision 2 joystick.
Okay, so probably about on par with my X3D.
Okay, and as for Barricade 07's question, which game is better, guys, Elite Dangerous or Star Citizen?
You know, I'll be honest, that's kind of a tricky question, because I really don't like direct comparisons between 2 games, because it's always kind of apples versus oranges, and it oftentimes leads to bashing one game or another. I will say this, I play both games. I do tend to enjoy Star Citizen more. To me, it seems faster and more action oriented. Um, so, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
whereas
have to say on that.
after playing Elite Dangerous, I just simply did not enjoy it. It's not a bad game, it's just not my type. Whereas Star Citizen, I love it. It's a hell of a lot of fun. The flight mechanics feel completely different from anything else I've ever played. And the fact that you've got first person built right into it rather than just being stapled on is incredible.
Yeah, I would kind of have to say the same thing. Combat in Star Citizen is, yeah, kind of like I was saying earlier, faster, more action oriented. My understanding is there is more of a strategy and a multiplayer element in Elite Dangerous that makes things more interesting. I'll admit that I almost exclusively played solo mode. So part of me not enjoying Elite Dangerous is probably my own fault. Also, I understand there's going to be a lot of updates and add-ons to Elite Dangerous, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. What are you trying to load, Bruce? And as far as game modes go, yeah, I mean, that's one thing that I don't understand with people that complain about Star Citizen never being released. It's never going to see the light of day. I don't know. I mean, I see a lot of development. I see a lot of stuff that's already been put into action. And frankly, I really don't understand the concern that people have. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, all of these rumors are just that. People just not understanding what the game actually is about.
Yeah, considering it is technically an indie game, and it's being compared to all of these other indie developed games that either have been worked on for a lot longer than they claim, or have a lot less stuff that needs to be developed, it's easy for people to come to the misconception that things aren't being made in Star Citizen, when in reality, things are being made just as fast, if not faster, than these other indie games. But the fact that Star Citizen has so much stuff, it's like comparing building the Titanic to a little yacht. Sure, the yacht's going to get made a hell of a lot faster, and you'll have 100, maybe 1,000 yachts made in the time that it takes to make the Titanic. But the Titanic's a hell of a lot cooler. At least until it sinks.
Yeah, no, I pretty much agree with that. And you're right, Zangs. I do think that they have proven themselves already. I mean,
Bogey.
yeah, what's already playable now, I think it's awesome. I mean, I play Arena Commander on an almost daily basis, and I absolutely love it. I mean, the graphics are fantastic. Are there bugs? Yeah, sure, there's bugs. I mean, it's still in development.
The bugs make it fun.
They can make it a little frustrating sometimes.
Have you ever seen somebody get blown out of their ship by their own ship? I was playing Vandal Swarm with a couple of people, and this one guy died, but his ship kept spinning. And right as he spawned in, his broken ship hit him, and he died again.
Wow. Wow, that is funny. Barricade,
So,
I have never played World of Warcraft, so I can't really make that analogy. Um, I don't know if you see that, Jake.
Scanning.
That
Yeah, I
question that
see
Barricade
it,
just
and
asked.
I'm actually going to get back to that in just a bit. Zan1X asked something before him.
Okay.
He asked what ships we own. I personally own just the base Hornet and a Merlin. However, my organization has tons and tons of ships, including an Idris that I plan on captaining. How about you?
So I have the Super Hornet, which is what I'm flying right now.
Scanning.
And I have a Reliant. Two small-ish ships. One is more combat-oriented. What I really want to do in the Persistent universe later is I want to basically be a scientist/explorer, specifically a xenoarchaeologist, which is exploring ancient and older species in the verse. So the reason I got the Super Hornet is just because it's the best small combat ship out there, and you're not going to get around combat when you play the game. So I figured, okay, yes, sure, I'm going to be playing scientist, but I'm going to do more the Daniel Jackson / Indiana Jones type scientist that can actually defend himself when he gets attacked by pirates or Vandal or something like that.
Yeah, Trubber, go ahead and tell us what you're kind of wanting to do, and then we'll get back to your question. Back to Barricade, who was basically comparing Star Citizen and other games to World of Warcraft and Warcraft 3. I completely disagree with that. In fact, that comparison basically claims that Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen are similar games, which I don't believe that they are. I believe that the only similarity they really have is that they're multiplayer and that they're both space games. Star Citizen, at its core, is an FPS. It's a first-person shooter, simple as that. Everything is built around that. Whereas Elite Dangerous, at its core, is a space sim. Everything is built around the spaceship rather than the person. And it's more like comparing... It's kind of like comparing Skyrim and Dragon Age Inquisition. Whereas with Skyrim, everything is focused around you, which would be Star Citizen. Everything's focused around an individual person, whereas in Dragon Age Inquisition, everything's focused around the Inquisition, around the thing that you're working with. And for Zan 1, you're wanting to do everything science, engineering, mining, exploring, combat, bounty hunter, pirate, wingman, trader of goods.
Well, he was answering. I don't have it up right now. Somebody else's questions. Yeah, what you can actually do in the verse.
These are the things that Zan is wanting to do, and he's wanting a ship based on that.
Oh,
it
okay.
actually depends on how much you're wanting to drop on this. If you're just wanting to get a basic starter ship, then I would suggest one of the Mustangs. In fact, Mustang Alpha is actually a pretty good ship for being a starter. Oh, sorry, it's
Yeah,
Trubber.
that's what I thought.
That was... Yeah. Sorry about the mix-up. So, Trubber,
You can do pretty much anything that you want. Here's the thing. Right now, because we don't, there's not a whole lot of information exactly um, what's going to be possible in the PU. So a lot of this is speculation. That said, and that's kind of what Zan1X was alluding to. Um, you can pretty much do anything that you could do in real life. I mean, you can be this badass Indiana Jones, like, style character that I want to play, to being a pirate, being a simple trader, merchant, um, bounty hunter. Heck, you could even become a freaking bartender if that's what you choose to do, and just be content with that. So the possibilities as to what you can do later in the persistent universe are going to be enormous.
So, if you're just wanting a simple ship to start out with,
You're right, Zan1X. You're right. You're right.
or traveler, you're just wanting a simple ship to start out
He
with,
took my hornet.
really,
Yeah.
take his Gladius and shoot him down.
No, I'm not going to shoot him down. This is part of free flight, but I will take his
Okay.
Gladius. That's one of the joys of free flight.
Yeah. That Super Hornet is nice. I need to get an upgrade.
Yeah, I actually got that on the black market. It was a $50 upgrade, which wasn't too bad for a black market.
Yeah, it's too bad I'm poor. I can't afford that right now. Have other expenses.
Man, do I hear you on that?
So,
Nothing happens. Basically, as soon as you exit the game, you get your ship back. So nothing happens at all.
however, if you die, then your ship will disappear so that you'll have your ship back.
So when I die, does he die too?
No, he'll be taken out of the ship and just kind of flung through the
Oh, really?
world. Yeah.
That's funny.
So, back to the question of what ship to get. It all depends on how much you're willing to put down on this game. If you've got about $60, I would seriously suggest an Origin 300i. That's what I started out with.
I
And
agree. I
still
agree.
love the ship. It's very nice, luxurious, but simple. It is fast maneuverable and can do pretty much everything, except mining, of course. It doesn't have a lot of cargo space, but it has enough to start out with. And it's going to be able to fend off most ships that you come in contact with. I've been able to fight Hornets with 300i and win. Also, fight them and get away. The Gladius, so far, is the only ship that I've never been able to compete with against a 300i. It's just too fast to be able to run from. And then, if you're just wanting something basic, starter ship, I would obviously suggest the Mustang Alpha. If you're wanting to put more money down for a combat-oriented ship, the Gladius is the best if you're wanting to be very agile, and the Hornet's the best if you want to be very armored. And then starting to get into multi-crew, don't get a Cutlass. Just simply do not get a Cutlass. They are complete shit in my opinion. The Freelancers seem like they're going to be a decent jack of all trades, and if you can afford it, the Andromeda is basically the best small crew ship that I've ever really thought about getting. Does that answer your question?
So I guess when you take someone else's ship, your targeting system doesn't work. I also don't see your radar.
So how multi-crew works is essentially you have several different options. You can hire NPCs, you can use your NPC wingmen, which are basically your other character slots, or you can have players that work with you. And when you have a crew, the profits are split between the crew. I believe that it's going to be a percentage based on what the owner or captain decides, which usually will be set in some kind of contract, especially if you're hired onto that ship through a job posting. And then each person is going to have their own role on the ship. For smaller multi-crews, the captain and the pilot are essentially going to be the same role. You may have a navigator, somebody who does e-warfare, or even somebody who just simply repairs stuff and manages the shields and power distribution. So the Gladius just disappeared from view because the person either died or got off.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, if you had been flying that, you would have been flung. Kinda like you are right now.
Yeah, the Gladius is a nice little ship, actually. I know quite a few people who swear by the Gladius. And it's definitely a good little starter combat ship. But like Jake said, if you want something that's more omni-roll, I would go with 300 series. I mean, the thing you have to understand too is when you're getting these ships, basically what you're doing is you're pledging money for game development, and you're getting a piece of digital swag as a thank you in return. So you're not really buying ships per se. Any ship that can be pledged for at the time can be had for what's essentially free later on in the persistent universe. So if you hear about people pledging $400 or $500 or more dollars on a ship, that is because they choose to pledge that much money to game development. Like I say, you can have these ships for free later on in the persistent universe. I'm not saying that they're easy to obtain, because it will take time for you to build up the money in game to buy those ships. I'm sorry,
there's actually a simple little formula that you can use to estimate what the ship will cost in game. Basically, you take the price of it, not the concept price, but the sale price, if it is ever sold after concept, and then you multiply that by 1,000 and mark it up 25%. That's the estimated cost in game. So the Hornet is $120, and in fact, let me just do the math here on a calculator. I'm too tired to do it in my head.
Wouldn't that amount to 120,000 UEC?
Yeah, it's 120,000 UEC plus the 25% markup.
Oh, gotcha. See, I didn't know that even know there was a 25% markup.
So the Hornet is most likely going to be about 150,000 UEC. And the way that I was able to get this formula is essentially UEC right now costs 1,000. Well, it is $1 of USD converts to 1,000 UEC, and so you can easily do that conversion right there. And then we're told that purchasing the ships right now during game development, we're essentially getting them for cheaper than they will be in game, which the 25% markup comes into effect there. It's a rough estimate, but it's the most logical one that I've been able to come up with, because almost every single ship comes out to a fairly square number at 25%.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, I'm going to try the Connie glitch one more time. So, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce your name. Zan1X or Xanax or something like that. What ships do you have?
I kind of wish Jeremy would get here already.
He just sent a message like 4 minutes ago that he was tied up with family. He would be there soon. So we'll just do it without him for today. Some packages have Arena Commander Pass, I assume. Yes, yes. If you want to start playing now, then you need to get one with the Arena Commander Pass. That said, basically, the pass itself costs $5, so you could just buy a ship or pledge for a ship and buy the pass separately. It would probably amount to the same amount of money. But yeah, you can start out. I think the cheapest way to get in right now is it's either $30 or $35. I think the cheapest ship is the Aurora. What is it, $25 or $30?
Alpha is the same price.
Mustang Alpha? Okay. And that's $30 right now? Standalone?
Let me check, actually.
Yeah, I think it's $30 for the Mustang Alpha standalone, plus $5 if you get the pass on top of it. So what that includes is the entire Star Citizen game, Squadron 42, with the persistent universe once it is released.
There's actually a discount right now for the starter packages.
Oh, really? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, with Arena Commander Pass included, the Mustang Alpha or the Aurora MR are only $38.25 right now.
Good point, good point. You can actually get the $20 Merlin.
The Merlin is a standalone ship, it's not a package, and you need to purchase a package to be able to play the game.
Right. That's right, yeah.
I would personally suggest, after getting a ship, buy a Merlin, because it's a really fun little toy. But don't try counting on it as your primary ship.
No, I agree. It is a fun toy. I think that puts it pretty well. Kind of like a little crotch rocket that has a little bang.
Yeah. The thing I personally love about the Merlin is that it's inspired by both my current car and my dream car. The Merlin is inspired from a Mustang for the cockpit, which is what I currently have, and then the classic Corvette Stingray for a lot of the body work.
Oh, okay.
And Troubler, there's actually a big difference between package and arena pass. Essentially, the package alone gives you access to the beta and the full release
See you later,
game.
Ed.
However, Arena Commander right now is the alpha, which packages no longer have access to the alpha. Only older packages do.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So essentially, as Zan said, the pass, you're just buying the alpha.
Right.
And for anybody that isn't going to be able to sit through the entire thing, afterwards we are going to be editing it and then posting it on YouTube.
Damn it, why can't I make it to the Connie anymore?
Have you tried just going over to the Connie?
Yeah,
Have you tried harder?
yeah. I've made it before. I just can't
It
seem to
looks-
lately.
Yeah, it looks like you're starting to move a little bit too much to the left. Yeah, you're still turning too much to the left when you do that.
Well, see, I should have just glitched right through. Let's see here.
Well, Troubler,
now
if you
I'm
buy
on
a
top again.
package, if you buy a package, I'm sure we can play with you sometime.
Yeah, there's also a Facebook group, Troubler. You're more than welcome to join. It's not guild oriented. It's just open to anyone who is interested in Star Citizen. And we also have a TeamSpeak, and it's really good. Just getting kind of getting to know people, collaborating, getting tips and tricks, and just flying together, having fun. Yep, there you go. That's it right there.
Yeah, I just posted the link to the Facebook
Okay.
group.
What? Streams, not dreams? What are you talking about, Bruce?
He's having trouble watching the stream.
Oh. Stuck in... oh,
Bruce,
I...
are you at least able to hear us? You know what, I'm gonna just message Bruce real quick on YouTube, on Facebook.
Sure.
So, any more questions? While we wait for the pirate to get here? Aloha, Ray.
Yeah, I know, they dance. So whatever you want to dance, you just type it in chat.
I gotta say, your character dances like a white boy.
He sure does. Well, he dances better than the real me, who doesn't dance at all. If I start to dance, people get scared and run away.
Okay, it looks like Bruce is trying to use mobile for watching this. Is anybody else using Twitch over mobile or the app?
I have it installed, but I've never done that.
Yeah. That's something that we're going to have to figure out at a later date.
Oh, come on.
I know that I've actually had the same problem back when I did streaming for my old community. People weren't able to view it over mobile. I don't remember how we fixed that though. It could have been the streaming service we were using.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I'd go into my settings right now and check. I'm not aware that there is anything. I mean, because if I'm streaming, I'm streaming. At least that's what you'd think. But I'll check in those in my settings later, Bruce. Because I can't really go in there right now without interrupting the stream.
So, yeah. In case anybody else isn't able to watch this for some reason, as I said, we're going to have it up on YouTube. We are planning on having it so we have both the entire podcast as one video, and then we'll have other videos of talking points of the podcast.
Well, I'm kind of running out of material to talk right now.
Yeah, we need to go strangle Jeremy.
Yeah, seriously. But I think we've been able to get at least some basic information across for some of the new people. And this is only our first podcast, so just bear with us while we ramp up to being more professional, where people don't have to pick up their kids from school.
Yeah, where one of the three hosts decides that family's more important than online stuff.
I know, right? Like, Star Citizen is more important than family. I mean, seriously.
Who here even still has family after Star Citizen?
Oh, I don't. All right, guys. So have fun. We're going to post in the Facebook group once we're back online. It'll probably be Monday or Tuesday of next week. And see you guys in the verse.